Happy Monday. If you're watching this on a replay, put in the comments, #replay. Give everybody a few minutes to pop on while I get myself situated. There we go. All right. My Zoom updated a few things, so I'm trying to just make sure everything looks okay. It looks like it does. Oh. As you're coming on, tell me hi so I can see who's joining me. Tell me what you're working on. Hi, Shar. Hi, Oriana. Hi, Mama. I'm so excited I get to see my mom in less than a week and my dad, of course. Oh, so what's the weather like up north, Shar? What's the weather like on the other side of the state, Oriana? Tell me. Mom, 91. Well, I straightened my hair this week, but I probably won't do that next week. Hi, E. Hi, Sherry. Hmm. For those of you that are saying hi, I'm assuming that everything looks okay. You can hear me okay, all of that. Um, Snowing along the lakeshore. Yeah, I couldn't believe the snow that came yesterday and today. Tammy, the blanket that never ends should be done soon. You're working on the border. Oh, finishing up Mary, finishing up the Jane sweater for my granddaughter. Okay. Hi, Becca. I know there is a little bit of delay in this, but just kind of let me know, give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me okay, if you can see the video okay. As a reminder, if you're watching on YouTube and the feed kind of gets a little wonky, you can watch on Facebook. Okay, I take that as good signs. Hi, Lisa. Working on your Corin. Excellent. That looks beautiful. All right, good. Thanks, Sharp. If you're watching on Facebook and it gets a little glitchy, you can always pop over to YouTube and watch it there too. All right, everybody's okay. Good. Hi, Lee. Working on your Midsummer Night Shawl after I made a mistake and had to take out many inches. Oh, it's never a fun thing to have to do. Oh. Okay, well, it's after 7, so we will go ahead and get started. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is March 18th, 2024. My name is Kristen. I'm the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SVRC Marketplace. Mom knitting number 3. Oh, Midsummer Night, yes. Her third one. Marketplace hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Shop hours for us are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Although we're here a little bit late on Wednesdays for basics and beyond class, Thursdays for social knitting, and Saturdays for kind of a social knitting also. Hi, Noelle. Oh, so Noelle, tell me what the weather's like down by where you are. My mom said it's 91 in Florida. I'm curious to know what it's like in Texas. I'm sure it's toasty. Nicole, working on your rainbow ripple blanket. Yes, I popped in here. I mean, I was in the market on Saturday, but I popped into the shop fairly briefly and I saw Nicole, I saw that you were working on your blanket and I meant to take some time to stop and check it out, but next time I see you. I may be in here this Saturday for a little bit, depending on how my how my day goes. I have not started packing yet for Florida, but there's plenty of time for that. It's only Monday and we leave on Saturday. So cool and cloudy. Oh my gosh, 61. That's cooler than I expected for sure. As a reminder, Monday evenings, while we are live on Facebook at 7 o'clock, Deb is hosting a drop-in knitting help class from 6:30 to 8:30 up in the front lobby. You don't have to schedule that ahead of time. You don't have to sign up for any specific number of classes. It's just kind of when you need them. And it's $10 a session to just pop in at 6:30, get her help for a couple hours. Yeah, everybody's kind of working on a variety of things. That there's still quite a few cable sweaters going on. As you'll see, I don't have mine to even talk about again this week because I haven't touched it because I'm trying to work on the body of all the other things. Only need a bathing suit. Well, yeah, I figure whatever I don't have, I can always go to Marshall's or somewhere down there and go shopping. Any excuse to go shopping down there. It's more important for me to figure out the knitting that I want to take with me, what kind of projects I want to work on. So we can start with what I am working on. I am making a little bit of progress on my Jenna top, which I have the printout of the pattern somewhere, but I think it must be in a different bag because I can't find it. But this is my Jenna top. I went back. I don't know if I don't think I had the sleeves finished last week. I went back and just finished up those so I didn't have them sitting on the pearl strings, kind of getting in the way. So when I'm done with the body, I will be done. I just transitioned to my second skein of yarn. So as a reminder, up in the yoke section, for a majority of that, I alternated all three skeins. And then I got to a point just below the yoke where I decided I didn't want to alternate three skeins. And so I didn't. I just knit from one. As I got down here, maybe here-ish, I started blending in for that second skein. And you really can't tell. You just kind of get the overall marly look to it. I'm trying not to let this one little black speck bother me that's on the sweater. The yarn has black fibers in it, and there's just a little extra blip there. I'm afraid if I fuss with it too much, it's going to make a bigger mess. So I'm just going to leave it. It'll be fine. Nobody will notice it. Bonnie working on Riptide pullover. So this is one of Barocco's new spring yarns, called Tilly. We do have some in stock, but we won't be getting any more until July because they are back ordered. I looked again today, just not that I didn't believe Becca when she told us that a couple weeks ago, but just wanted to see if anything changed. And yes, all the colors are back ordered. But it's a really nice cotton blend yarn. It's super squishy. Again, not too much in the same wheelhouse color wise, but you guys know I tend to gravitate to between my hair and my clothes, these sorts of colors. So that's one of the projects I'm working on, but this kind of went by on the back burner a little bit while I did a test knit for a new sweater called Love Your Sweater that Becca designed. And Becca is the owner of Threadbender in Grand Rapids, Threadbender Yarn Store in Grand Rapids. It's a really cool little shop. I've only been there once, but I liked it. And so she's designed her first sweater and has asked some of us to test knit it. It will be released on local yarn store day, which is April 27th. Joyce, what did I miss? Joyce, working on restarting round 2 socks. Stitches were ugly. Oh, shoot. Malcolm, I didn't see Joyce's original comment, Malcolm, but I saw your response that yeah, she'll get it right. We know she'll get it right. And most likely if Joyce is struggling with a sock for Sock Madness, other people are struggling with it too, because she's kind of a sock wizard. Sock savant. Is that a thing? Okay, so back to the sweater. So Becca has designed shawls and wraps in the past, but this is her first sweater foray. And Vicky, you were where at Threadbender? How fun. This is what I have so far. So as a reminder, last week I talked about wanting to use the North Bay Fibers Elemental Fingering because it is the pattern calls for a sport weight yarn or a heavy fingering. I thought this would work, this elemental fingering, because it is kind of a woolly yarn. It's a non-superwash. This is one of our custom colors called Kristen's Fave Teal. And I was going to use it with this beautiful coral. Everybody voted, and this seemed like a pretty popular option. I loved it, definitely. So I swatched with the North Bay Fiber Elemental Fingering. And to get the gauge that it needed, even going up to, let's see, what am I knitting on? I lost my needles. I put it on pearl strings so I could show it. So I'm knitting on 5s. I got gauge with the yarn that I'm currently using, but I was on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s on this loosest one, and it was still too tight a gauge, and I started to feel like it was getting a little bit too transparent. So sometimes yarn doesn't work the way you want it to, and you have to find an alternative. So I still use this beautiful corally color. And instead, what I'm using is Heritage 6 hand paints, which we haven't had a sample of yet. I've had a few colors here in the shop, but I haven't knit anything with it yet. So this color is different tones of blue. So I still kind of get that tealy look with it. So I put it on pearl strings so I can kind of put it on and show everybody where we are so far. But it's got this, it is not stranded color work, it's mosaic. So one color at a time, you're either just knitting it or you're knitting and slipping stitches. But I really like how that coral pops in there. I think it looks beautiful. You can still see it, even though the variegated yarn is a little bit busy. I am to the point now where the patterning is done. So I'm just straight stockinette knitting on the body. So you'll get to see a little bit more of what the pattern looks like, or what the yarn looks like just on its own without a contrast color. So, and I am knitting the size 37, which is, I think, the second size. I don't remember how much ease is built into it, but I just while I was here talking to Melissa before we got started, I split for the sleeves. So that's going to be the top of it. There are some short rows built in the back to kind of lift that up a little bit. Looks a little funky on top of this shirt, but I'm really, really happy with how it looks. I think you can see that pattern nicely. When it blocks, everything is just going to even out nicely. And it really is just knits and slips. Totally easy. I'm really happy with the neckline. I don't think it's too tight or too loose. Becca, you did a good job with that. So yeah, sleeves seem to fit well. There may be some modifications, who knows? That's part of the whole test knitting process. When it comes time to get yarn and be able to purchase this yarn for this sweater, I will offer to a couple people if they end up using this color. I have a couple skeins. I have a couple skeins that we could use as part of a kit if you decide to use this color for a little bit of a discount. I wasn't thinking very clearly when I started this whole project because it uses 2 strands of the mohair held together. I started with 2 balls of mohair, but there isn't a whole lot of happening up here with that, so I didn't use very much of this at all. There's definitely enough in either one of these for somebody to do their own sweater. So as we get closer, keep that in mind. We'll kind of keep it in mind too, and maybe we'll put kits together with other colors as well. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with kits. You guys know that because I don't want to pigeonhole certain colors together. But we are always more than happy if you come in and you need a little help. We are more than happy to kind of play around and put colors together for you. We'd love to do that. All 3, Karen, Deb, and I. And Ashley. Ashley loves to do that too. So yeah, that is the Love Your Sweater. See if I can get this off without pulling the pearl strings off. If you don't have pearl strings, you need them in your life. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they come in this little tin. It's a set of 3 little rubber tubes. We carry the Sweater Plus pack, so it comes with 2 lengths that are 1 meter and then a third that is 3 meters. No, no, I'm 2 1 meter pieces, 1 2.5 meter piece. So instead of when a pattern says put your sleeves on waste yarn or a spare needle, these work really well. The pearl strings work really well for that. And of course, as you saw, to try it on versus trying to put another set of needles in, anything like that. So that I'm Becca's goal was that we were to be to the arm divide by the end of the month. So I'm proud of myself that I was ahead of schedule on that. So that might be my airplane knitting, just to take and knit and stockinette forever. If it's going to be 91 the entire time we're in Florida, it's probably not going to come down to the pool with me, but we shall see. The air conditioning might be on in the condo. So those are the 2 projects that I'm working on. I may be starting a shawl. Yes, it was a very fast knit. Super simple. As long as I paid attention. There were a couple times when I wasn't quite paying enough attention to what I was supposed to be doing on a row, but that's my fault. That's because I try to skirt past having to, make notes on things. And designer Jessica from Double the Stitches has released a shawl pattern on OYS Day for the last couple years also that we tend to feature. This year it is a semicircular shawl out of either a DK or a sport weight yarn. And Karen and I were kind of chatting the other day about what yarn we should use as a shop sample. I try to alternate the yarns we have, so I have something knit in every fabric. And I'm at a little bit of a loss with that. So if I decide before Saturday afternoon, I may be taking that project with me. That one I can't show off yet. Also, because I haven't started it, I can't show it to you guys, but it's still in super secret test mode for that, or sample mode, I guess. So yeah, I've mentioned it a couple times. LYSA, Local Yarn Store Day, is April 27th. I am not sure. We probably will not open early, so we will be open 10 to 7 as usual. It's Saturday. We will have giveaways for the first 20 or 25 people, 20 or 25 customers that come through. We've got, I ordered today the little LYS Day pins. This year they are a color. I literally just ordered them today, you guys, and I can't remember what color they are. They're blue or green. I can't remember. But they say LYS Day 2024. So it's kind of a fun thing to start collecting, that you can get one from each year, and they're mixing it up a little bit each year. Delaque is doing special Local Yarn Store Day snap bags. It's like their mesh style bag that has a front zipper pouch on it. And so we will have some of those here in the store. The vendor that we get our super cute little stitch stoppers from is also a yarn store owner, and her shop is in Indiana, I think. She's designing custom stitch stoppers for some shops for LYS Day. It won't be a design specifically for our shop, but it's an LYS Day stitch stopper. So that's kind of fun. We'll be getting some of those in. I need to get myself on the ball to see what else is going on for LYS Day, but it's always a fun time. We're not quite sure where we're going to have social knitting set up, but we'll have a spot somewhere that we can take over and do that kind of a joint Local Yarn Store Day and knit in public at the same time. Um I didn't talk about what I'm wearing. So the sweater I'm wearing is, I don't want to say an oldie but a goodie because it's not that old. But it is the Etta sweater out of one of Barocco's more popular yarns, the Summer Sesame. Sesame and Summer Sesame are are two of their pretty popular summery yarns, and it's a cotton acrylic nylon blend. So Etta is a top-down seamless sweater. All your increases are done within the design work. I think, well, there are some increases in between too. I did actually knit this one. I just don't remember. But it is top down, so you can try it on. There are no traditional like the raglan increases, make one left and make one right. So super simple, same design all the way around. It takes anywhere from 2 to 5 balls of the summer sesame. And as I have mentioned in the past, we have a lot of colors of summer sesame here in the shop. But if there's a color that you want that we don't have, Barocco offers us the capability to have any amount of yarn drop shipped directly to you for a flat shipping rate of $8, whether it's 2 skeins or 20 skeins. They charge $8 to have it shipped directly to you. So I'm not going to go through like holding up all the colors and showing you what we have because we've got quite a few in stock. But if you're interested in this top, or if something else comes across your Ravelry feed or your Facebook feed and you want summer sesame or any other Barocco yarn, we or any yarn store that carries Barocco can order and have drop shipped to you whatever you need if we don't have it here in the shop. That works out really well for people that want to do baby blankets or things that require a lot of different colors. But you just need like one skein of each of those. I know sometimes it's a little tricky looking at colors online to see how true they are, but I feel like they do a pretty good job with color accuracy. Obviously, you can't do a whole lot with your. You guys, I just realized Melissa's not in here. I lost her. Sorry, I got distracted. I don't think she said anything to me. Hopefully everything's okay. Your computer screen, things might vary a little bit that way. So, let's see what's here. Just had to exit Zoom. Okay. Well, all right. I just looked up and I was like, oh, I don't see her face. You guys don't see her, but normally I see her on my screen. So let's see. I really do think this week is going to be a pretty brief week. I still don't have a timeline on when I will get all of the yarns to do a spring yarn tasting. Apparently there's still some that's a little bit delayed. I may have more information about that tomorrow. My sales rep that manages a few different of the companies that I work with does a Zoom once a month. And if I don't get my act together and watch her recording or join her live, then then I'm out of the loop on what's going on. So I have to do that. So maybe tomorrow that will be my plan. And then I can kind of put it out there if I've got a better idea of when we might be able to do a yarn tasting. Yes. Let's see. So what else is on my notes here? What did we support this week? Local businesses. Yesterday was our what I call LYS Sports Mall Sunday, and V and I went to the Red Eye, which is downtown Saginaw. It's a really cool little place. They have very unique drinks. And what did we get? I think she got a muffin. I didn't get breakfast, but I got a big coffee. And then while we were sitting there, the owner was bringing one of her employees around, and they were asking customers if they wanted to taste test a Thai tea that they were making that had a little bit of a sweetener in it and a little bit of milk alternative of some sort. I don't remember, but so the picture I posted, it has these little cups with, it looks like an orange kind of drink, and that was the tea. It was really yummy. So kind of fun. We get to be local and try new things and be guinea pigs, I guess, give feedback. So what else? Next Monday, I will not be doing a formal Facebook Live because I will not be here, as I have alluded to. Saturday, V and I head down to Florida for a week. So the shop will be open normal hours. Deb will still have drop-in help next Monday. They will meet here in the shop since I won't be here taking things over. And then normal Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 7 hours. Karen will be here. I'm sure there will be one or two ladies hanging out with her, keeping her company for me since I won't be here. But things go on whether I'm here or not. Sometimes when I'm here, I'm not here. So I have in the past tried to go live at some point when I'm down in Florida. So I may try to do that Monday night. I just don't want to promise anything because I have no idea what the week's gonna bring. So we will be there. One of my nieces will be there with us as well. So it's their senior year, so we want to have as much fun with spring break as we can without getting into the spring break chaos that surrounds South Florida and the beach area. So might just spend some time by the pool and hopefully not get sunburned. But we will be back after that. I do plan on doing a live Easter Monday. Deb will be hosting her drop-in class that Monday also, which is April 1st, I think. So nothing out of the ordinary there. And yeah, I think that's it, you guys. Just it's a pretty low-key week. I'm trying to get get a lot of stuff restocked. And then also we get ready to go to the trade show in Chicago the beginning of May. So then hopefully when I get back from that, I'll have some exciting things to share with everybody. And yeah, so I hope everybody has a good week. If I don't see you here in the shop sometime between now and Saturday, I will see you all. Maybe at some point I'll pop on, but if not, then back here in 2 weeks on April 1st. So hopefully by the time I get back from Florida, this cold weather will be gone and I will bring some sunshine and some warm weather. And I know spring starts tomorrow, but it doesn't feel like it. On those windy days, the last few days, I was like, at least it's not snowing, but then it started snowing. So I can't even say that, but it's not a blizzard, knock on wood. So yeah, I hope everybody has a good week, good 2 weeks, and a good Easter, and happy early spring, and just enjoy. All right. Have a good night, everybody.